This one's going to make a lot of people angry. Maybe. I don't know. Look, I don't really care who gets angry about this. Look, Star Wars Theory, he is getting really just attacked by the left. And it is the left. It is the left who is attacking him for simply having a discussion about a director who made really ridiculous comments about a woman taking over and finally taking over and making their mark in a galaxy far, far away. And it's ridiculous that he is being really singled out and attacked for this when those comments by the director were unnecessary. Now, as you can take a look here, Star Wars Theory has been attacked by Rolling Stone. Why did I not pull that up? Here we go. Rolling Stone, I do have it here. So Rolling Stone, this was a tweet put out just yesterday. It says, his guest said women don't like Star Wars. He agreed and sparked an internet debate. Popular streamer Star Wars Theory has brought back a familiar, if unwelcome, internet discourse. Now, this comes from a journalist, quote-unquote journalist. I'm not even going to really call her a journalist because of the bullcrap that she put in this article, C.T. Jones. And honestly, the more I look at her, is it a her? Is it? I don't even know at this point. Who knows with this left crowd anymore? Is she a transgender? I don't know. Looking at that picture, it's hard to tell. But you take a look at this photo, you can see an ancient man like 1800s at Rolling Stones, they, them. And it's very apparent what this person is, what they stand for. And it's despicable, and it's very plain as day as what she is trying to do to Star Wars Theory here. I tweeted this out. I said that Rolling Stone's hit piece on Star Wars Theory makes more sense now when you look at who the quote-unquote journalist was on the article. It's clear the only agenda was or is to cancel or de-platform Star Wars Theory and not actually get the full story. That is exactly what this radicalist or what these radicalists do, and it is disgusting and they need to be stopped. She is a disgrace to her profession, if you even want to say she's part of that profession, and she needs to be held accountable. In the article, she said that she reached out to Star Wars Theory. And he states, you guys never reached out for any response. One of the many bullshit lies that they wrote about him. As you can see, I did a video on that interview. And it's specifically this specific moment in the video where he asks this relationship psychiatrist about what Nia, or not Nia DaCosta, whatever the director's name is. I can't think right now. What she stated about finally a woman. And first off, she is this, what's her name? Khan. She is from Pakistan. She's from the Middle East. And women aren't into Star Wars. So for her, women don't care about Star Wars. Star Wars wasn't for women in that area. So in her eyes, it's what it is. But the fact of the matter is, Star Wars is, and much like a lot of action, sci-fi, space films, they are more heavily marketed towards men. Always have been. That doesn't mean that women can't enjoy them. That doesn't mean that women can't have fun playing in those sandboxes, because absolutely they can. But don't sit here and try and say that, oh, it's only for women, or oh, it's only for men, because it's not only for men. It's not only for women. And yes, you can sit there and say it's for everyone. That's just a ridiculous statement. We know that more men were into Star Wars prior to Disney. We know that Disney, since Disney has taken over Lucasfilm and has manipulated Star Wars, they have pushed this whole agenda of pushing more females into it. Is that a bad thing? I think it's hurt the brand more than helped the brand, but look, it is what it is at this point. It's what is happening. I think it's just getting out of hand. Because what it's done, what this article, what this journalist has done, has twisted this narrative, has created a narrative that Star Wars Theory is a misogynist, that he is this bad person. And you're now creating a bigger divide within the Star Wars fandom. And this keeps happening in everything anymore. This divide in this world between your progressives, leftist, radicalists, and your people that just don't want to see, not everything has to be represented, not everything. People understand. Like, look, just leave things as they are. Let's just move forward. Let's just look. If occasionally there's a gay person. If a woman wants, that's fine. But you don't have to push these crazy agendas. You don't have to constantly push and stand up, because what happens is, what these leftist radicalists are doing is they're pushing it to the point where you're going from one extreme to the other. Because I agree, there was a point in time in years, decades ago, when it was one extreme, when films and television and corporate America was run by men, and it was very much a man's world. There came a time when that leveled out, and it leveled out for quite some time. But now these leftist radicalists are turning the page, and they're flipping the narrative, and it is now going to the other extreme. It has gone. It is being pushed to this other extreme where it's now, if you don't get on this feminist, this idea that female are more powerful, or should be more powerful, then you're bad, man bad. Well, then you're a misogynist. And that's what's happening right now. And they're doing it to Star Wars Theory. He's right now, and this is just right now, he's just the first of many that are going to be put on display like this. And it's ridiculous. And I give him a lot of credit for how he's been standing up and standing against this. Because he should. Because Star Wars is something that he's cared about. Star Wars is something that he loves. Star Wars is something that I love. Star Wars is something that a lot of us love. And we all should be standing up and saying, look, we don't want this. We want what Star Wars has always been. George Lucas doesn't like what Disney did to Star Wars, because they've ruined what he created. And that's what we're trying to push. That's what a lot of people are trying to push. That doesn't make anybody misogynistic. It goes, like he says, to people calling him a misogynist. He specifically asked Sadia Khan, that's the relationship expert he had, the psychiatrist he had. He asked her an opinion on Charmin Obaid-Chinoy, saying a woman should shape Star Wars. And she gave her answer. She gave an answer. When she said that Star Wars wasn't for women, he didn't go, yes, absolutely, 100%, you're right. He laughed. Are you mad because he just laughed at it? Then say that. But he didn't say yes or no, or that he agreed or not. And he has been very upfront and very forthcoming with his displeasures and distaste for what Star Wars has become over the last 10 plus years. And it's not because it's become them just simply pushing women. It's because the women that they're pushing are terribly written, are terribly portrayed, that the stories are crap. And that's what I've been saying as well. Ahsoka was good. I think Ahsoka was great. I think it was a great story. I think Ahsoka's been a great character. I was excited about Patty Jenkins writing a Star Wars movie and directing a Star Wars movie. You see? Like, it's not about the women. It's about the voices. It's about the person that's doing it. It's about the lack of creativity in creating these characters. That's the problem. And it just so happens that it's falling on women, because that's what Star Wars is pushing right now. That's what Lucasfilm and Disney is pushing, is they're pushing women. So these characters that they're writing, these characters that they're creating, are crappy characters, or crappy character arcs, or crappy stories, and it's falling on women, and it's making it seem like people are against women. It's making it seem like that, but no, it's not the case. It's that it's terrible content. And that's the problem. Look, this is ridiculous. I go back to it right here. C.T. Jones, I'm calling you out. You are a terrible, terrible journalist. Because you didn't do your homework. I'm not clicking on your article. I'm not putting it up here. I'm not giving you that. I don't encourage anybody to go and read it because it is a bullshit hit piece on a good man. I think that Rolling Stone needs to take a look at the entire piece that you wrote, do their own research, and find out and look and see how poorly you have done that. And they can see that you have an agenda here. This isn't something about you simply trying to take and build some news off of this. No, there was a specific agenda of you trying to deplatform or cancel Star Wars theory. And it's sickening and it's disgusting because that's not how journalism is supposed to work. You're supposed to get to the truth. You're supposed to get to the story. You're supposed to talk to both sides. You're supposed to get the truth and get the story out there so everybody can hear. That's what a journalist is supposed to do, and you didn't do it. And that is disgusting. Let me know your thoughts, everybody, what you think about what's going on here with Star Wars theory. Hey, man, if you happen to see this Star Wars theory, I feel for you, man. I'm here to support you. I hope all the best for you. Not that you need my support. You got a great channel going, but I do hope that everything goes well for you. I hope that she gets what's coming to her because it is a disgrace what she has done. But we'll see. We'll see how everything plays out. And with all that said, make sure you leave a comment below, hit that like button, hit subscribe. With all that said, I'll catch you all later.